right, Stoklasova and Curtis are on the board.
Game, Stoklasova, Curtis, Enica, Guyaux lead the first set 2-1.
So Jade, Lauren, I've been very impressed with Jade Curtis. You know, she's young to the game, but her mental toughness and her composure is very impressive. I've never seen her play paddle, but clearly she's got, tennis. Clearly she's got racket skills and athleticism, but more importantly is her composure and her mental toughness, and I bet she had that in tennis, and she's transferred it into her tennis game.
Paddle.
Oh, thank you. Bing.
Few errors creeping into the Enica Guyaux game that weren't there in the first couple games.
You can't hit that overhead too hard with the back string, because Stoklasova will use that speed and the height of the ball too and hit down on it.
Yeah, we talked about that in the first match that they played on live streaming today against Delmonico and Brazova. It's the same thing against Delmonico in the ag court. No speed like that. She needs that to build her shots.
Vicky's touch on those overheads is just beautiful. She has complete control of where she hits that ball. Lauren, Roxy Enica seems to have found a nice rhythm on her serve so far this match.
Yeah, it looks good. It looked good at the end of the last match too. It's just, after she hadn't played in a tournament for a while, it took a little bit.
Yeah, Roxy's just coming back to the game after giving birth to her second child, I think 6 weeks ago. Guyaux and Enica are showing a consistency, are willing to hang in there and play longer points right now.
15-40.
Well, they have to. They're not going to just take a few swings and knock these guys off the court. That's what they have to do to win.
They're going to have to work hard to win a point, because that's what Stoklasova, Curtis, they make you do that. They're going to hang in there and work the ball around. Stoklasova are just placing their overheads deep in the court, not a lot of pace, trying to keep it away from the forehand of Roxy Enica. Smart shot by Jessica Guyaux. That ball was way below the level of the net, and she just came in and hit a lob up.
Game, Stoklasova Curtis. Score is 2-all, first set.
All right, I think the match is about to start now. Everybody's had their service games and they've had a look at where the weak spot is on the court, where the strength is on the court, and let's see if we can see a plan get executed here. There's that pressure by Jessica Guyaux coming in behind Enica's return.
And Anika's return is hard to hit anyway. Dips. What do you call that shot?
Big spin by Roxy Enica there and really took away time from Jade.
Tough to handle that off the deck. Tough to handle that big roller over the deck.
And you're in a little bit of a dilemma, don't you think? Because Roxy sometimes lays it short, so you feel like you should step in, but there's such a heavy spin on it that if you don't have your legs into it, you're going to mishit it and send it long, which is just what happened then. There's the pressure again with Roxy's return of serve going down, Guyaux coming in, but Jade Curtis, good hands at net.
In the other semifinal, Cruz Niculescu lead 2-1 over Dardis Shay.
15-40.
All right, it's breakpoint opportunity for Enica Guyaux. Stoklasova Curtis are not getting any short lobs.
I was just started to say those are really nice lobs from Enica.
Yeah, not getting any opportunities to hit any soft rollers that Stoklasova likes to hit into that deuce side back wire. And that's all because of the height and the depth of their opponent's lobs.
30-40.
Snuck one in there. Another breakpoint opportunity still there. Let's see what Guyaux can do with this return of serve.
Deuce.
Back to deuce.
That went in, huh?
Advantage, Guyaux.
Another breakpoint opportunity. Jade Curtis taking a second here.
Deuce.
There's a little bit of a controversy happening in the other semi-final. We can overhear the umpires having a lot of conversation with Cruz Niculescu. Just wide.
Advantage, Curtis.
Curtis has worked hard for this game to get a game point finally. Whoop.
I think all four
James,
players are
Curtis,
wondering what's going on in the court, but that is a good hold by Curtis there. And Viking Athletics is the premier brand and the undisputed leader in platform tennis. Viking is platform tennis. The Viking Extra Duty Platform Ball has been the #1 selling ball in the industry for the last 20 years. It is the official ball of the APTA and of the APTA Nationals and President's Cup and of all the Grand Prix Tours. And Lauren, I'd like to give a shout out to our tournament directors here at the Boston Open. Drew Sawyer and Genius Chitsukwe have put together a wonderful event. You can see the heated tents over there on the right with the grandstand for the spectators. And this whole weekend, Boston's paddle membership will be out in full force. Jessica Guyaux serving. And Lauren, you can see the influence that Stoklasova has on Jade Curtis. You see her moving those lobs around. She's not just lobbing because she can't drive. I mean, she's really very purposeful. Yeah, I think Enica missed that one wide.
Love 15.
Barely, but yeah.
I love how low Jessica Guyaux gets down for that first volley. Unsure of when to switch. They're going to have to clean that up a little bit at net. I mean, it's definitely the right move to switch.
And unsure of who should hit that ball.
Understandable they have not been on the court. I think they're doing remarkably well. Ooh, just missed a wide.
Love 30.
And that's what Curtis Stoklasova do. They shrink the court.
Love 40.
There's 3 break opportunities here. Lucky there.
James, Niculescu, Curtis. They lead the first set 4-2.
4-2. Stoklasova of Curtis. And you can see how their calm, consistent style just pays off.
Love 15.
Well played by Enica to draw that error at the net when they both went for it.
You see the way Roxy kept her eye on the ball then when she was turning? She made sure that when she struck the ball was between her and the net. So you knew exactly where she wanted to put it. not hit a down-up overhead.
Love
Vicky
30.
got a
service
taste of
box.
her own medicine.
When you're off the net. Stoklasova got caught there and Jessica pounced. Okay, so this is where
15-30.
Guyaux needs to stay under control. They're in this first set. She doesn't have to do anything big.
Yeah, that shot wasn't there for her. Scat.
Oh. It's a scary shot. There's not a lot of court to work with. Opportunity there. Roxy's overhead before had pulled Stoklasova up the court. Jessica's overhead needed to go back behind Stoklasova. She went cross court to Curtis and let Stoklasova off the hook.
Curtis is playing a fantastic point. And
30
Very
all.
strong.
she's made some really nice shots out of the corner there and hit a few good drives and got rewarded for it.
$40-30.
And that's that fine line. That's a beautiful hold by Guyaux off the back screen there on that drive. That's Stoklosova's
Game.
touch at its
Stoklasova
best.
Curtis,
She
they lead the first
senses
set,
when
5
the
games
deuce
to
court
2.
player is out of position and she hits that soft touch roller just in behind it.
Uline is the leading
Volley.
distributor of shipping, industrial, and packaging materials to businesses throughout North America. They ship over 2.5 million boxes every day, but they are so much more than a box company. More than 32,000 quality products are always in stock and ready to ship. Outstanding customer service means they're here when you need them, 24 hours, 7 days a week. Uline, the best selection, products, and people for an unforgettable customer experience.
All right, so Curtis Stoklasova are in control with their style of play. Let's see if Enica, Guyaux can stay consistent. You just kind of get the feeling that they are going to do too much at the wrong time.
Well, that's a danger with the new team, right? When it's all going well, then it's great, but when the wheels start to come off a little bit,
15 love.
it's hard to know how to steady it. You don't know how to get the other player back on track.
Yeah. That team experience of being through, staying in the trenches together and helping each other pull through. I think they're thrilled with their success and that they did come back from losing their first set against Brezova and Delmonico. I think they've got a lot of confidence
30
going into
love.
this match. It's just the style of play. Can they be consistent?
$40 love.
Enica's slice backhand volley finds the line, and Enica has a lot of flair.
Yeah, that backhand volley looks scary because it's so big, but she controls it really well.
And it's the same thing on her overheads. I mean, she likes to have a lot of room to turn her shoulders and set her paddle.
Enica, Guyaux.
And with with them
Stoklasova,
trying
Curtis
to get the
lead the
switch
first
to
set
get
5
Roxy on the
games
left
to 3.
side, there's a little bit of hesitation of when to go. Jessica's trying to figure out, is she going behind her, in front of her? I think they have to really talk. And Roxy can't freely swing away if she's unsure of where Jessica is.
15 love.
Curtis serving 5-3, first set. Last time she served, she fended off some break points and held on.
$30 love.
Few lob mistakes by
40 love.
Frustrating for her.
And we have 3 set points on Curtis Stoklosova's paddle. Love that shot by Guyaux. She really
40,
holds
15.
it, and she's finding the right hip.
Nice blitz.
40-30.
Guyaux's had really good success today coming in behind the Enica forehand return. Deuce from 40 love.
Big point right here. Guyaux starting to move in.
Football.
Ooh.
Pressure on the server. Guyaux was moving in,
It's just your front toe. Jake.
looking for a blitz. That also added
Add
extra
out.
pressure on the server.
Yeah, your front foot.
But that's the first footfall call, right, Laura?
Oh yeah.
Deuce.
Beautiful touch. That's not easy to do. That's a high ball, backhand, drop
Angle.
shot.
Angle drop shot. Great volley. From her knees.
Yeah, she really gets down low, Curtis.
She's pretty low to begin with. She gets down lower.
I think Roxy's got some opportunities here to lob down the line. Get that ball going down the line over Vicky Stoklosova's left shoulder. Like right there, instead of going back to the middle. Really get the net team to shift. Here it is again. Stoklasova and Curtis are too comfortable at net like this. Just again, that Stoklosova's touch. It's just incredible. Placement and touch is really so accurate.
Another set point.
Deuce.
Guyaux's moving in again, putting pressure on Curtis, serving, and also getting a head start on a blitz move. There it is.
Advantage, Guyaux.
They should switch things up. I mean, there's almost no way to win that point if Enica gets a return low.
That's the first team hesitation I've seen there in the backcourt. Guyaux and Enica. That is a big
Enica
break
Guyaux.
right there for
Stoklasova Curtis lead the first set 5-4.
Yep, 5-4 of Enica Guyaux that came back.
4 set points.
Yep. And what was the difference?
Well, the difference was they say 4 set points. I mean,
no, I would say Guyaux. I would say Guyaux played that game really well. You saw the spark come back. You saw her, wanting the ball, moving forward, getting her feet going, coming into the ball.
yeah, and she pulled off a couple of good blitzes on good Enica returns. That was, I would suggest if I were Curtis and Stoklasova to change the serving stance and play eye or stay back, because that's a losing play.
So on the other court, the other semi-final, Cruz and Niculescu are up 4-1 against Dardis Shay in the first set. Okay, Jess Guyaux serving. 4-5, first set.
Love 15.
And we've got an update on the Cruz Niculescu are now up 5-2 against Dardis and Shay. That's a better switch by Guyaux there, went in front of Enica. Luck, it's going their way.
15 all.
Enica's had at least 3 overhead let cord winners today.
$15.30.
It's just that little step of Stoklasova coming in as Guyaux's about to make the volley.
Super lob.
Well, I like that little half volley lob Guyaux just hit. Took a lot of time away.
$15.40.
It's the first real swing we've seen from Enica. Set point.
Set point number 5.
You're doing a good job counting, Lauren.
Thank you.
Nice rip. Down the line, Jay. She's got to see that space. And Enica's making those shoelace volleys look easy, right?
She does make those look easy. It's almost like she likes getting those volleys.
Oh, there it is.
Game
Got that
Stoklasova
ball
Curtis.
straight down.
They win
And
the first set,
that's the
6
first
games to
set,
4.
6-4.
Ladies,
Enica
there's supposed to be a
Guyaux
2-minute.
were in that.
They really were.
They were really in that. And that was 41 minutes, first set, long points. So we're going to be right back in just a moment after these messages right here on the APTA Network presented by eNet Live. Welcome back to the Boston Open, presented by the Western Golf Club. We are in the women's semi-final. We just saw the first set was won by Curtis Stoklasova, 6-4 over Enica Guyaux. We're just about to start the second set. While we're waiting for Stoklasova to come back on the court, we'd like to thank our official sponsor, Save a Tree, the green choice for tree, shrub, and lawn care. Let Save a Tree focus on your landscape so you can focus on your game and enjoy every outdoor moment at home or at play. Save a Tree provides environmentally sensible services to properties in the Northeast, Mid-Atlantic, Midwest, and Western regions. Contact them at saveatree.com for a complimentary landscape assessment by a knowledgeable arborist. And I believe we're going to get an update on the second semi-final. 2-5. So Dardis and Shay, it is 2-5. Cruz and Niculescu are up in the first set. Okay, so Lauren, the start of the second set, I think it's very important for Enica and Guyaux to be consistent here and not feel like they have to do too much. They don't have to change that much. Vicky Stoklasova and Jade Curtis, very comfortable.
Right.
15 love.
They don't want to give away points like that. They have to make Vicky and Jade earn it.
30 love.
Snowboard volley.
It's
So
fun
you've
to
spent
hit.
some time on the court with these guys. You know, what's it like facing Vicky's overhead?
Interestingly, the last time I played Vicky was with Sue Tarzian, who handles that roller in the corner really, really well. So
That's on the deuce side.
on the deuce side. I find that in watching Vicky, people have a lot of trouble with that. And Sue isn't one of them. But it's a great shot because she, like you said, she controls
30,
the pace so
15.
well. It doesn't give you anything to work with.
Yeah, there's nobody else like her in the game.
No. And recently I've practiced a bit with Jade Curtis, and I've just been so impressed with her, wanting to learn and soak it in, and just how the ball comes off of her paddle.
Yeah, you're saying that. It
Yeah.
explodes, right?
Explodes. Even on the volleys, it just goes.
All.
Actually, if we get an opportunity, I'd love to go do a highlight shot of Stoklasova hitting that soft roller into the deuce side. So we'll keep our eye open for that.
Nice catch.
30,
Drive
40.
by overhead. Break point. See if Guyaux can capitalize.
Sometimes Vicky's so still and so calm, I think maybe she's not going to hit the ball.
Yeah.
Right on the line.
My guess is that Guyaux goes through a lot more pairs of sneakers than Stoklasova. What do you think? It's the first set to Cruz and Niculescu, 6-3 over Dardis and Shay.
Saw there once Enica realized she didn't have a good blitz. She just went back.
Deuce. Advantage, Guyaux.
Gotta capitalize on these opportunities.
There they go.
That's a very good start for
Game,
Guyaux.
Enica Guyaux. They lead the second set, 1 game to love.
Again there, on the
Stoklasova
deuce
Curtis
point,
took the first
Foxy
set,
hit
6
a
games to
good low
4.
return, and Guyaux was coming up behind it, and Stoklasova missed the volley. I don't know why they're continuing to serve in the regular formation to the deuce court. See if they change it.
Yeah. And again, I'm just very impressed by the teamwork so far with Guyaux and Enica, having not played together, and
You'd never know.
well, they don't even have like set plays. They don't even know what they
15.
are. I'm not sure they know what they're looking for, if they see the court the same way, and so far, so good. There's that. It's kind of float like a butterfly, sting
Love
like a
30.
bee. It doesn't feel like it should hurt you, but it is dipping down slowly. You have to volley up, and she's there. That is classic Stoklasova returner serve. Oh,
Oh, did she hit
that
herself?
ball! Yeah, the ball bounced off her racket and into her eye. That hurts. Woof.
You okay, Rocky?
It's actually worse because it's traveling at a shorter distance
Love 40.
than if you get hit straight on. Love 40. Guyaux serving.
$15.40.
That would be considered a wild swing. You don't usually see too many of those from Stoklasova. Roxy should just keep going after her. That's it. You know, really set up her spin overhead.
30,
the temperature
40.
again is dropping, and Enica can really put a lot of spin on the ball. Temperature drops, you can hold on to the ball more.
2 almost wild errors from Stoklasova in a row.
I love how we say almost wild, because she doesn't have a wild bone in the game.
I mean, you can't really call it wild, but, you know.
But for her,
Big misses.
Yeah. It's all relative. She's so calm. Ooh. How's that two-handed backhand, Lauren? From Curtis.
It's excellent. So strong off both sides.
She's going to rival your shot off the deck. She loads up her legs. I love how she prepares the paddle and just really steps into it off of both sides.
Terrific point.
Jake
Game,
Curtis is
Stoklasova
showing
Curtis
how
scores
far
1-all,
she's come
second
in
set.
such a short
Stoklasova
period of time.
Curtis
She's really
Won
making
the first set
smart
6 games
choices.
to 4.
Okay, I'd like them to switch up the formation here.
Well, they negated the first 3 hits, sent Guyaux back to her corner, so I think there's a little sigh of relief. And now let's work the point. Oh, phenomenal
15 love.
touch. Curtis
30
really
love.
got in quickly on top of the net and was able to catch Guyaux out of position. This is the side, Lauren, you want to see a change from.
I do.
$40 love.
That would have been a tough volley to make from her knees.
Let's see if she can win this point and hold serve at love for the first time. Can't volley up, and that is a huge love
James,
hold.
Stoklasova
Does
Curtis,
a
they lead the
tremendous
second
amount for
set,
your
2
confidence
games
as
to
a
1.
team. When you can hold your serve at love,
Stoklasova Curtis won the first set 6 games to 4.
that's a good job there. Dardis and Shay up 1 love in the second set over Cruz Niculescu. Cruz Niculescu got the first set 6-3. So we've got Curtis Stoklasova won the first set 6-4, and they're up 2-1. Second set, women's semi-final at the Boston Open. We've got a very nice crowd here. The hut is full. People are standing outside. They've got heaters set up, and we've got Roxy and Enica serving.
$15 love.
Jade needs to move forward on that returner serve on a 45-degree angle, get closer to cut the angle off. see that Roxy Enica, she has huge grip changes. It's hard to tell because she's got the mitt over her paddle handle, but she can hit the roller. And then she can come around the ball and hit the cutter and the slash, but it requires a severe grip change.
But it's nice that she showed you all of them in one point like that.
30
Actually,
love.
we should grab that point. That would
Yeah.
be great. Shows all the different combinations. There's a great camera angle that we saw from behind.
Not to mention the winner. She hit it to end it. To end it.
The drop shot let
The
call.
drop shot, let court,
Yeah.
angle.
All right, well, we'll see if we can bring that point up at the end of this game.
40 love.
Because it really did show the whole combination right there. 40 love. Let's see if Enica can hold on here. And as that was there, that would have been the right shot.
Game.
there's
Enica
another-
Guyaux. Score is 2-all, second set.
Another break.
Stoklasova Curtis
I mean,
won the
another
first
hold
set,
at
6 games
love.
to 4.
And again, Lauren, I mean, I can't even tell you how your confidence goes up when you hold your serve at
Oh,
love.
you don't have to tell me.
Oh, that's right. We played together. We know. We're so happy.
Anytime you can hold it, love, it feels great.
Now you can see the spark again coming back
Yeah.
on Jessica
15.
Guyaux's footwork. They're feeling good from the holding that serve. So I've only really seen Roxy hit one forehand, one real forehand. So these guys have got to figure out how to set Roxy out better. That's a good way to start. Guyaux lobbing higher down the line and see if they can force the ball over there. But Roxy's getting
15
caught
all.
in the corner. She's playing too far to the middle, and Stoklasova with that touch roll overhead, she's going to catch her every time. So Enica's got to make sure she doesn't come so far to the middle, and Guyaux should lob higher down the line and see if she can get Roxy Enica some forehands to attack.
30-15.
That was a pretty attackable one.
$40-15.
That's a back-to-back return of serve errors kill you. That
Yeah.
kill that momentum. Ooh, Dardis and Shay are up 3-love in the second set after Cruz Niculescu took the first set 6-3. Nice high lob by Enica. Careful, that's the new team. I mean,
Games to
Roxy
Stoklasova
Enica is
Curtis.
just not
They
going to be
lead the
comfortable.
second
Can we
set 3
grab
games
that
to
highlight?
2. Stoklasova Curtis won the first
Yep.
set 6 games to 4.
That's going to be a problem. They're going to talk about that. Roxy's got to let Jessica know that she can feel her, and when she goes behind her, she's got to get further away from her so she's free to turn and set her paddle up, and she just half swung at it. But as I said, new combination. All right, here's a look at this replay point. Take a look at Roxy Enica. She's on the left with the red. Oh, we only saw the drop shot. We didn't see the... It's a different one. No, that's the end of the one that we wanted. It just needed to be earlier in the point. She hit a combination overhead. We'll try to get that later. right. Jessica Guyaux serving. An overswing there from Vicky Stoklasova. 15 love.
All.
This is pretty much a must-hold game.
Yeah.
Guyaux and Enica here.
Two overhead errors.
15-30.
Brings it to 15-30. Like that, the flying backhand jump flick overhead to no avail. 15-40.
And still, how calmly Stoklasova is. I mean, she's got her hat on, she's got a scarf, she's got a hoodie. I'm not sure when the jacket came off. I missed that, but
right at the beginning.
Calm as a cucumber. No, that is not the shot.
Those were the
games to close of Curtis. They lead the second set 4-2.
That could be it. I mean, that is a huge turning point in the match. I mean, I've never seen Jessica Guyaux this confident, this steady, this purposeful on the court. It's very impressive and a great effort by Roxy Enica, who's just come back from having her second child. It's like she didn't miss a beat.
Love 30.
Love 30.
Look how positive Jessica is. I mean, she is in this match, so they don't need to do anything flash. That
another shot where she instead of stepping forward, she stepped across Jade Curtis and hit the ball in the net.
and service game before that Jade Curtis served was to love.
Stoklasova Curtis lead the second set 4-3.
And they won the paddle, right, Lauren? I mean, it really is a roller coaster ride, and you just get the feeling that if Enica and Guyaux can just stay consistent, just hang in there a little bit longer, not make the quick unforced errors, not the teamwork errors on those couple of overheads, you know, where we saw they kind of get in each other's way. Maybe figure out a way to get Roxy to see some more forehands. I think Jessica's got to lob higher down the line.
That's the trick for this team, you know, the fine line between being consistent and going for it.
15 love.
Jade Curtis has She stopped going in on a 45-degree angle on her return to serve. It's very hard when you're going parallel behind the
15
baseline.
all.
And Roxy Enica looks a little flat to me right now. Jessica's jumping out of her sneakers. Switch. That was clean. And there's Vicky Stoklasova there. La la la. Let
30,
me see what I
15.
can do with this ball.
That was
Wow.
stepping into the court, huh?
That's stepping
30
in
all.
a 45-degree angle. Dropped in the line. Smooth transition, no panic. Stoklasova and Curtis just take over the net.
Was there. The line was there.
30, 40.
And you notice Enica and Guyaux were in no rush to switch back sides. Very versatile, can play either side.
Serve was close.
What are you going to do?
Quick.
Games to
Quick
close
hands
for
and a left
Curtis.
court.
They lead the second set 5-3. They won the first set 6-4.
Stoklasova serving.
15 love. $30 love.
Just like that. Felt like they pulled almost even, and now we're 2 points away from the match.
And there's a
30,
little emotion, Vicky, there.
Vicky's like, that was casual even for me.
I'm going to get Stoklasova to wear a heart rate monitor, and I'm going to have a watch in here so I can monitor it. So that's a scary switch to me, Lauren. Kind of wait for a shorter lob where you're closer to the net when you're hitting the overhead. Make sure you can get that ball into the screen.
Yeah.
30
Kind
all.
of forced it a little bit, but she's so athletic. Gets away with it.
That's paddle 101, right? You got to get the ball into the screen if you want to switch, but the rules don't always
40,
apply here.
30.
So match point for Curtis Stoklasova. Got the first set 6-4.
set
it
and
is.
match Stoklasova Curtis 6-4, 6-3.
So Curtis Stoklasova have earned their right for their spot in the final tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. And we're awaiting the result of Cruz, Niculescu, Dardis and Shay. And the last update that I have from that match, Cruz Niculescu got the first set 6-3 and Dardis and Shay were up 3-love in the second. So we're just going to have an encore interview with our finalists. Mark Fischel's on his way out, and we can take a look at the draw and see. It was
Curtis
no cakewalk here.
No. So Curtis and Stoklasova will move on, waiting for the winner of the other match.
And I mean, let's just talk about Curtis Stoklasova at the last tournament before the break, Long Island. They took out Dardis and Shay. So now they've taken out another number one seed, Harnish van Starenburg, and straight sets. They have not dropped a set the whole tournament. So looking very relaxed.
They took out Dardis and Shay, and then they lost to Cruz Niculescu. So, you know, either way, at Dardis and Shay, I think they're at their best after they've lost to someone. They always come back better against them. It's going to be a tough match either way.
And Curtis Stoklasova, so that they're in the winner's circle. They're defeating players that are in the top 1, 2, 3 spots in the country. And Stoklasova is not playing that much. I mean, she's making some guest appearances in tournaments. But we all know she's got national champions under her belt, so her experience comes through, her calmness comes through, and sadly for the rest of the field, the more she plays, the better she gets. We have not seen the best of her yet.
It's your first final together, right?
But she is really got a nice new partner there, and really great hats off to Roxy and Jessica. They're fabulous tournament playing together and welcoming Roxy back. And Guyaux, I've never seen her play better.
Yep.
So we're going to hand it over to Mark Fischel, and he's got the winners.
Okay, I'm here with the winners of our first semifinal, Jade Curtis and Vicky Stoklasova. Jade, first final in NRT. How did it feel out there?
I know, right? Feels really good. First final is always a great feeling. It just means that I'm getting better and playing better, and obviously I have an awesome partner, so that helps.
You were playing some great paddle. The difference from this year to last year is really measurable. You just seem so calm out there. Is that just your natural demeanor?
Definitely not. I definitely had to learn that. A few lessons, the screens, definitely, but just practice, playing every week if I can, a practice match, and learning off Vicky. She always helps me out, so I guess that's why, yeah.
Vicky, you are, in addition to being one of the best players in the game, probably the calmest player in the game. Thought you just played great out there, and it just must be such a great sense for your partner that you're so calm and stable.
Thank you. That is my personality. But she pumps me up, so that's good. So I think we complement each other very well.
Where are we going to see you guys rest of the season after this?
We are still discussing, so we'll see.
But we're definitely going to see you tomorrow at 9 o'clock.
Tomorrow, yes, for sure. We'll be here. Yes.
Okay, thank you very much. We're going to be back with the final tomorrow. We're going to go over to court 2 and the other semifinal now. Good job, guys.
Thank you.
Good luck tomorrow.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Playing.
9 o'clock.
Was out. 40-15. Game. Dardis Shay. Dardis Shay leads the second set 5-1. Love 15.
All right, so we're going to bring you up to date here. We've got the other semifinal going on between Dardis and Shay on this closest to us, playing Cruz Niculescu. Cruz Niculescu got the first set 6-3, and they're down 1-5 in the second set. Love 15. And this is no surprise, Lauren. I mean, these teams have been in the finals the first 3 tournaments of the season, and the last time this team met, Dardis and Shay figured it out and beat Cruz and Niculescu in 3 sets, I believe, Chicago Charities.
I really feel like
30-15.
Dardis Shay spent a lot of time trying to crack this puzzle, and they figured it out. And you can really see the difference in when they play.
Okay, 30-15. That's Gabby Niculescu is serving.
30 all. $40-30.
So normally, Gabby Niculescu's roller overhead has given Cynthia Dardis some trouble in the deuce court, but
Not anymore.
to Cynthia's credit, she has figured out which way to go and stayed with it, and it has not been the point-ending shot.
Game.
It's a nice little
Cruz,
slice
Niculescu.
slash drop shot there by
Dardis Shay
Niculescu.
leads the second set.
Bucket
5
full of
games
points like that
to 2.
to Gabby Niculescu with that roller forehand. And Dardis practiced it and practiced it and practiced it. And now it's hard for Niculescu to win a point off of it.
Niculescu almost needs to add that
Time
touch
for a new
roller
ball if you
from
want it.
Vicky Stoklasova. That'd be a nice little addition because it's very different pace, different part of the court with it lands on.
New ball, ladies.
And the players are getting a new ball every 7 games. So Amy Shay serving, playing Australian. It's a great angle to see Gabby's roller. Look how she got Dardis out of position there.
Love 15.
Right, that was an example of her not winning the point with the roller, but getting her out of position and then winning the point, which
Now-
is just as good.
Lauren, take a look at this. Gabby Niculescu's back playing the deuce side.
Huh.
Oh, no.
Oh, no, she's...
No, they
Yeah.
forgot. Yeah, Amy's serving. She just threw the ball down the other end. I'm like, wait, was that? Yeah, Niculescu's back playing the deuce side now. So we saw them in Pittsburgh play a set this way, and they went back to putting Gabby on the ad side, and now...
And they played all day today with Gabby on the outside, so something clearly
Well,
happened in
30.
the first stage of this match.
Yeah, and let's see if I can find somebody who was watching the whole match and see if they've been playing the whole way like that. Where's Mark Fischel? Let me ask him. I've just noticed Gabby Niculescu's playing the deuce side. Has she been playing the deuce side the whole time? Yep, she has.
Huh.
Interesting.
$15-30.
if they do split sets, Lauren, I'm going to find Mark Fisher, who I think was watching this whole match, and just give me a Reader's Digest on what's happened and why the swing from, although it is Dardis and Shay, so I do know that it's going to be 3 sets most times they're on the court. They're not going to give up at all. But I wonder what happened, what the change was here. Cynthia Dardis is on the net in the right in blue, and she has a very flat overhead. Accurate, but very flat. And Amy Shay, who's on the left in the black, she's got that real slice overhead. She lets that ball drop low, and she's tall. She really lets that ball, and she slides the paddle under the back of the ball and keeps it deep in the court. It's got a heavy cut. It's very hard to drive, and enough pace, you let it go into the screen that stays low. Her overhead can really hurt you.
And it's really accurate. There's the Cynthia Dardis drop shot.
Yeah, and this is the weather that Cynthia Dardis' game excels. Once that temperature starts to drop, she starts grinning because her drop shot is a point-ending shot for their team. So Cruz, Niculescu better be careful they don't lob short, because that drop shot will make a lot of appearances in this weather.
$40 off.
All right, deuce.
$40 off. Yeah.
Miscommunication there.
Out.
Dardis Shay, somebody didn't go where they were supposed to, and Niculescu's return met no resistance.
Deuce.
Sometimes I get like 20 cents and then nothing. So that's yeah. Are you gonna go straight there?
See, Liz Cruz really is in the ad side, loves her backhand, especially if you hit it too hard into the screen. It looks to be Cruz, Niculescu on their heels. Dardis and Shay doing a good job.
Ad out.
Cynthia was a little off the net there.
All right, break point opportunity here for Liz Cruz. She's going to go down the line, Lauren. Watch.
Oh, Gabby just loves to grab. It's just she does
Game,
it so
Cruz,
well.
Niculescu.
It's like a cat up there.
Cruz,
But she's getting the
second
ball
set,
now. She's grabbing that
Shay,
volley and she's getting the
5
ball to die.
games.
Whereas
Cruz,
last year she
Niculescu,
would grab it.
3,
She'd be so excited.
5
She'd
to
hit it
3.
harder and then you'd be
Second
able to
set.
get it off the screen. And now she's got that touch. Okay, 3-5. Liz Cruz serving. Dardis Shay. Looking
That
to
was
break
too much
here.
of a grab.
Love 15.
Gabby Niculescu's feet that came off the ground there.
Yeah, she couldn't swing much harder. There's the softer one. But you see, somehow, Dardis is catching up to all of them.
Nice hole by Liz Cruz.
Love 30. $15-30.
Gabby Niculescu is constantly moving to the middle, looking to pick off those shots. And she can
Moving
do
again.
that because Liz Cruz is going to cover her. Liz is staying back, so they take their chance, but they've got it covered. She's either going to win it or they're still in it because of their teamwork on that play. Can't have a partner making guest appearances
30 all.
and then you don't know what
Right,
what
they
to
would
do.
have lost. They would have lost both of those last 2 points because the other team hit the ball where Gabby wasn't. But like you said, Liz was there to clean up.
See, Liz Cruz stayed back and waited to see what Gabby was going to do. And then once she saw that Gabby
40,
Niculescu put
30.
the volley back in play, she went up to net and joined her. So every player has a right place to be, and they have to work together as one unit. Well-placed volley by Dardis.
40 all.
I'm surprised that Niculescu stayed up there so long. Deuce.
And
Collective
in.
groan. Let's see. We can see Niculescu's signals, so we can see what she's gonna do. She's gonna stay. No, I think that means she's gonna stay. No.
I'm pretty sure she's gonna go.
Well, she didn't go in the last point to the ad. I thought it was the same signal.
Okay, so you can see how effective the signals are, and that play is because, I mean, Amy missed that shot, return a serve, because of the outmaneuvering of the net team.
This is interesting. It was 5-1 when we came into this match, and now it's 5-4. Cynthia Dardis serving for the set. Suddenly looking a lot less like a done deal to go to a third.
They're really going after Dardis in the
Low
corner, and when you
15.
lob low, give your opponents the opportunity to hit different combinations of spins.
I'm going to call that the play of the day. The ball behind the deuce court player, low into the corner, has won a ton of points for people today.
Yeah. And it's a very difficult place to put the ball on the court because you're running out of real estate. So you have to be perfectly balanced to execute that. Niculescu is paying attention,
15
but
all.
there's Cynthia Dardis. If we had a drop shot counter, I'm sure she'd be in double digits by now. This is her kind of weather. Hit
We don't
that
have a drop shot counter?
I think we'll have to person. I'm going to assign somebody to count if they get through. Okay, so watch Amy Shay. This is a good angle to see her overhead as she sits her paddle. Her elbow is down, right? She doesn't have her elbow up pointing to the sky. Her elbow is parallel to the court, and she lets that ball come down. You're not going to see her reach up and hit the top of the ball. She really hits that. It's a really heavy slice. really hard bowl to drive, so she gets some lobs, and she's just waiting for a shorter lob where she can either really slash it, or Cynthia can hit a drop shot, and Cynthia will hit a drop overhead. She's got good touch even from a high ball. She is just itching to get the paddle on it. Nice move by Niculescu.
15-30.
And that's what Niculescu has to do. She has to keep moving forward.
It's 15-30. 15-30.
Yeah, she made the right move, just she wasn't
30 all.
balanced. I think Cynthia caught her going across court, surprised her.
Unlike her, didn't look like her because she was so unbalanced. You rarely see her like that. Looked like someone came in and hit that volley.
Does that count?
40-30.
That was a drop shot.
Wow. All I can say is wow.
Set point.
All.
Niculescu keeps moving forward, keeping the pressure on. And here's a veteran move by Dardis and Shay, just taking a moment. It's a very big point in the match. I like how early Liz Cruz is taking the ball too, off of both sides off the deck.
I knew that was a problem when Cynthia called mine and took that overhead because Amy can keep it low in a way that Dardis can't. And Niculescu took full advantage. We're all even, Jerry.
Cruz, Niculescu. Second set is tied at 5 games apiece.
There was almost nobody home there. Nice point.
That's okay. Love 15.
Dardis caught up to it and
15 all.
caught Liz Cruz. Excellent play.
Correction.
Love 30.
Thank you. Love 30. Correction.
thought you might get your drop shot
There it
overhead
is.
there. But
It's a very
15,
flat. You saw a
40.
good shot there. How flat Dardis hits that
30, 40.
overhead.
Sorry, guys. Sorry, guys. As long as they agree, that's fine. Thank you. Sorry. Yeah.
Fabulous lob down the line by Niculescu. She has worked hard on that. Well, Cynthia made the right move. She could see Niculescu wind up and she took off the side screen, but the ball died behind her.
From love 40, it's 30-40.
Nice serve by
40.
Niculescu. Slider and pulled Cynthia out wide. She doesn't particularly like to move to her right. It's a well-placed serve. Got the error. Amy Shay saw that Niculescu and Cruz weren't coming into net and just returned 3/4 speed, 3/4 height, and then took over the net. Ah.
40 all.
All right, deuce. 5-all, second set. Cruz Niculescu got the first set.
We're having quite a seesaw battle here.
Right,
from
so
1-5 to 5-all.
Who's got the eye of the tiger? I can't really tell at this point which team's got the edge as far as wanting the ball.
Add out.
I think Niculescu wanted that ball. She just missed it. And not a shot she normally hits long.
So break point opportunity. Dardis and Shay.
Game. Dardis
Cynthia
Shay.
Dardis moved
Dardis
in
Shay leads
before
the second
Niculescu started to
Six
serve to
games to
put the
5.
pressure on that serve. And Amy Shay was able to get the returner serve down low and force the error. So Dardis and Shay up 6-5 second set after Cruz Niculescu got the first set 6-3. This is the second women's semi-final that we're seeing today. The first one, if you're just joining us, we saw Stoklasova defeat Enica Guyaux, and they're through to the final. The women's final will be on, we'll show it live tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Amy Shay serving for the second set.
15 love.
That was a tentative
30 love.
swing there by Liz Cruz.
Yeah.
It was a right shot, but she really just didn't believe in it and follow all the way through. I like the teamwork. Niculescu goes over and gives her a high five. Or actually, that was a low five. But my point is, they're
Got
a
it.
team. Oh, nice transition there at net. Putting Gabby Niculescu on the left so she can hit a lot more of those
30-15.
combination rollers.
30-15.
And again, Dardis and Shay just taking a moment. They are going to play this match at their speed, at their pace. They do a great job of managing their time and themselves on the court. That's where I think Liz Cruz has got to step in and take that ball. They're
That
on
one
their
too.
heels, right? I
Yeah,
mean,
that one.
those overheads are short. They're
Yeah.
just past the service line, and there's a little hesitation, and that's better. Get up. There's the coverage by Liz Cruz, so Niculescu knows she can keep firing, and it does not deter Dardis and Shay. They've got their game plan. Really doesn't matter what Cruz and
40-15.
Niculescu come up with. They're going to stay right, calm, focused, pick their spots. It's very impressive, really, these guys. They've just come off of winning their 5th consecutive women's 50s title. 3rd, I thought.
They're not old enough.
50.
No, I know.
Oh, you're right. Someone wrote that to me and sent it to me. So how
No.
many in a row did they win?
They won 3, and then
40.
in the 4th year, Amy wasn't 50 yet, and Dardis won it with Sue Tarzian.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
It's tough to run those down in this weather. Like I said, the temperature has really dropped, and that ball was dying as it was passing them. So
Yeah. She didn't hit it that hard, so there was really no way to get it. Oh, point
And
for a
out.
tiebreaker. Just when you think somebody's got this set under control, turns around.
and look at the energy coming from Cruz Niculescu.
Deuce.
It's tough to let those balls go through, but when you're going for a blitz, you really want to keep your hands up, waist high, and if the ball goes below your hands, let it go through. But Gabby really wanted to play that ball. All right, deuce. Dardis and Shay got to be careful. They're hitting their overheads just a little short.
And out.
I don't know if you can hear the crowd in here, but there was a big groan when she missed that overhead wide.
These are all tense points.
Right, these moments come down to who's going to be brave.
That was a little too brave.
Yeah, Gabby's forcing the issue. I mean, she's trying to be aggressive, but she's got to let those low balls go through. Liz is there.
Great serve.
that's the
And
improvement that Dardis has made in that corner. I mean, she used to get turned around and not be facing the right direction, but now she's taking off early and she's getting ahead of it.
And she used to get hit a lot more.
Cruz Niculescu,
Deuce.
1 point away from getting a tie break. Back to deuce.
Tell you what, there's a ton of people in this hut, but during the points, you could hear a pin drop. That's a high lob.
And that opens up the court.
And in.
Amy Shay can find Gabby's right hip, right armpit, left armpit. She's as accurate on her overheads and her ground strokes.
Deuce.
Liz Cruz is looking up at the heavens.
And again, Dardis and Shay staying their pace, their rhythm. It doesn't change. Oh, very nice block lob by Liz Cruz. Pulled it wide. Great pace on that overhead that Amy just hit. Really went right at Liz Cruz.
And great deep volleys at point. Dardis and Shay didn't give Cruz and Niculescu anything to hit.
Okay. Point for the set.
It's been a lot of set points.
Seems to just be a little hesitation from Cruz Niculescu in the back court, especially when the ball's in the middle with not a lot of pace on it. Dardis and Shay are working that spot, but just a little bit of pace. That's a hesitation I was talking about, and that's the second set to Dardis and Shay, 7-5. Cruz Niculescu won the first set 6-3, and we are heading for a third set. Really no surprise there, Lauren. I mean, we've seen this so many times from Dardis and Shay. They refuse to give up. And like we said, the first 3 times, I think, or 2 times we saw these guys play, Cruz Niculescu won, and then Dardis and Shay came back and won Chicago in 3 sets. So First tournament of the year, of course they're going to go 3 sets. So we'll be right back in just a moment after these messages right here on the APTA Network, presented by eNet Live.
The more they raise their hands out there, the more they'll raise their hands in here. Good Sports gives kids the lifelong benefits of sports by providing equipment to those most in need. Donate today, because kids who play do better.
When it comes to the game of life, we're all on the same team. And success comes simply from trying. You don't have to be a celebrated athlete to celebrate being active. And you don't have to be on the field to have your own cheering section. United Healthcare.
The more they raise their hands out there, the more they'll raise their hands in here. Good Sports gives kids the lifelong benefits of sports by providing equipment to those most in need.
There are no shortcuts to the top. Do you have what it takes? Desire is something within you and only you. For when the ground falls from your feet, will you be the one to rise up? It's a long road to the top, but that's just what it takes to become pro.
We have 2 more games.
Welcome back to the Boston Open, presented by the Western Golf Club. We're in the semi-final between Dardis and Shay and Cruz Niculescu, and they have just split sets. About to start the third set. In the other semi-finals, we had Jade Curtis, Vicky Stoklasova up through to the final over Roxy Enica and Jessica Guyaux.
30 love.
Liz Cruz serving. And there you see Niculescu
40.
again looking to
Love.
cut to the middle. Just enough to throw Cynthia Dardis off there. Returning wide.
Game, Cruz, Niculescu. Cruz, Niculescu lead the third set, 1-0.
It's tough when you come all the way back from 5-1 in a set and come so close to getting it to a tiebreaker to just quickly regroup. But it looks like Cruz and Niculescu have done that.
Yeah, I think they're going to be on fire now because I know they let that slip away. And it's very easy to get lulled into Dardis and Shay's speed of play. So that's very deliberate, purposeful speed of play that suits their style, and to their credit, they don't let anyone rush them out of their game. But the trick is when you've got
30-15.
firepower and foot speed that Cruz and Niculescu have, that they've got to keep moving, they've got to keep going and blitzing and making things happen, and when they get the opportunity.
$40-15. Was out. Game, Dardis Shay.
1-0.
Two quick games.
Third set is tied, 1 game apiece.
I wonder when the ball changes do. The players are changing balls every 7 games.
I thought he said they had 2 more games with this ball, so it would have been
I
now.
thought that's what he said.
Yeah.
Because it does make a difference.
Love, 15.
And the temperature, like we said, it's probably like 28 now. It's quite cold. Ball's a little heavier. Easier to hit drop shots. Easy. 27 exactly. Thank you. We have Kelly on the weather. Well, speaking of Kelly, Josh, and Will, our guys from Enet Live who are streaming these matches
30.
for us. Able to switch over to court 2. We've got 3 camera angles on this court. It's a little too far back to be driving.
15-30.
That was a good example of when Niculescu took the pace off the roller. So Dardis had to create it herself.
Wow, nice touch.
15-40.
This is all Dardis and Shay's speed of play right now. You can just feel it, right, Lauren? I mean, you just don't feel the spark coming from Cruz Niculescu that they need.
Niculescu's making some errors.
Time for a ball
frustrating her. But yes, they're getting lulled in.
All right, so here's a new ball.
Yep. A new ball coming in.
I don't know, maybe Cruz Niculescu should throw up a couple of obs and switch in the back court. I'll be interested to talk to these guys and see what their reasoning is for playing with Gabby on the deuce side for this match, because she played the ad side for the previous match, right? You called that match.
She did.
Yeah. See, that's the shot that Liz Cruz, I mean, she got the error, but that's the shot she's got to step in and take earlier and a little bit more meaningful. Amy Shay serving. Two
uncharacteristic errors at the net from Dardis.
Like rushing.
She's telling herself, calm down.
Yep. Shay letting the ball drop like we've been talking about, really hits a lot of slice on that overhead, loves to hit the swinging volley, tries to catch her opponents off guard. I think Niculescu and Cruz should switch in the backcourt. Just midpoint and change the look. It just feels to me that they're being lulled in.
They must have discussed it in between sets and decided to stay.
Yeah, I mean, just doesn't have to do it all the time, but just a different look. Just break up the rhythm.
There it is again, the cross-court volley and the drop shot.
There is a drop shot.
15-30.
It's just too much the same. I mean, good for Dardis and Shay because they're dictating. I like how Gabby's really, worked on her lob and sending up her lobs higher and deeper and placing it. But you want a lob to create an offensive play. Niculescu could even take that ball in the middle of her backhand and hit it down the line. Or just get Amy to shift or reach, or instead of just lobbing it back cross court. Love the teamwork though. All right, 30-all. Dardis and Shay up 2-1 in the third set. How about a high lob and a sneak blitz in? Like, go.
I don't think that was high enough.
No, just that mindset though,
Yeah.
making something happen, changing it up. Dardis and Shay do such a good job of not giving their opponents what they want, and they make their opponents uncomfortable. There it is.
Well, it's an etiquette call. It's not a loss of point.
Not sure what happened there. Something.
She's asking that you control your commentary during the play of the point. She yelled yes while you made a get. She's asking. The score is 30-40.
Okay, very important that Niculescu and Cruz stay focused right now and not get into
ladies,
it.
This is a game of etiquette, so you guys decide how you want to handle that. But she's just asking. That's all she's asking.
Is it Cynthia saying that Gabby's calling as she's hitting the ball? Is that what she's saying? Okay.
She said yes while she was hit, like she made the get or something. I don't know.
Listen. The spirit behind it is not negative.
All right, that's Shannon Vincent, our Grand Prix Tour Director, so she's explaining what's happening. I think this Gabby Niculescu is just asking for clarification of what this camera's.
No. All right, the score is 30-40.
Okay, let's see who settles down first after that little break. So these teams are very familiar with each other and
Game, Cruz, Niculescu. Score in the third set is 2 games apiece.
I think there was some misunderstanding.
They've been bickering the whole match. That drop shot she telegraphed. The other thing about Dardis' drop shot is, you have to look for it. So you start to move in, and then she can hit the ball hard behind you. So she sometimes wins points with it, even when she doesn't use it.
Yeah, like I said, this is her kind of weather.
Love
She
15.
loves this temperature because it just makes that shot so much more effective. This is going to be a battle of wills.
Love 30.
Smart return by Amy Shay. Go right at Niculescu as she's moving.
Love 40.
Now the drop shot, Niculescu drove that ball from too far back.
Game, Dardis, Shay. Dardis, Shay leads the third set. 3 games to 2.
What do you think, Lauren? We're heading for a tiebreak? I mean, neither team is going to budge.
No.
And I think Niculescu, Cruz, in order for them, to come through, they've got to be aggressive. They've got to hit their shots. And I just feel like when in the backcourt, they're not stepping in and taking those shots. But Dardis and Shay are not giving them very much to work with either.
No, and they're not really allowing Gabby to move at the net the way she likes. She got caught 3 times that game.
I just feel like, if she can... Niculescu gets moving like that transition game, it favors
15.
her. She's quick, she's fast, she's athletic, she's strong, she's got a lot of spins. So she's really got to step up and take charge here if they're going to win this third set. And all credit to Dardis and Shay.
Well, she's got to turn it around. I mean, right now, Niculescu's made a whole bunch of errors already in the third set.
Yeah, and Liz Cruz is caught between a rock and a hard place because she wants to be aggressive, but if Gabby's making too many mistakes, she can't be. And Dardis and Shay are not giving Cruz any shots that she can really generate her offense of. I mean, she likes to hit her backhand and she loves to take her backhand off the screen. Dardis and Shay are not putting the ball there into her screen with any pace. So now she's got to hit a ball like that, below the level of the net, no pace, in order to swing.
$15 all.
Amy's overheads just stay so low when they go into the screen. And she takes the majority of the overheads, almost hit Cynthia Dardis in the back of the head.
30-15.
Dardis and Shay have got Cruz and Niculescu rattled, and Cruz and Niculescu better figure it out quickly.
$30 all. I was obstructed from the call. I could not make the call.
Shoot, I don't remember that, but sorry, is it?
It's their call, yeah. So, I'm sorry, you guys, just to confirm that? Okay. So it's 40-30.
So a chance for Dardis and Shay to go up 4-2 in the third set.
Game, Dardis Shay. Dardis Shay leads the third set, 4 games to 2.
So Curtis Stoklasova has safely taken a shower, had something to eat, I'm sure, and taking a look at this third
15.
set. You see, Cynthia had started to run even before the lob crossed the net.
15 all.
And that's the right way to handle that. When you're getting that roller hit at you hard, you're the player that's receiving that, especially on the do side. You take off up the side screen, and if they change, your partner's going to cover you. But you can't wait and see, and then you'll be too late. You'll be 2 steps behind. You'll never catch up with it. Niculescu is one of the few females that can hit the roller from outside of the service box. I mean, that is such a tough shot. But she can do it and be accurate.
Oh, that hurts.
My time. Liz, take as much time as you need.
Amy Shay quickly going to the net, apologizing. Obviously, it wasn't intentional. She was.
The umpire in the chair, Chris Stoddard, telling Liz Cruz to take her time after she got hit with the ball in the face.
Take as much time as you need. The score is 15-30 right now. 15-30.
And actually, Lauren, you were correct. It was straight sets in Chicago the last time this team met. Dardis and Shay won that match.
3-3, I think.
Is somebody questioning the call? I saw the ball in, right on the corner. Yeah, ball's in. 30 all. $30-40.
Shay got that neck. She lines that up. She's pretty accurate with that shot.
Game. Dardis Shay.
5-2.
Dardis Shay leads
Dardis
the
Shay.
third set. 5-2.
So Cruz Niculescu won the first set 6-3, which we didn't see because we were covering the other semi-final. And then we picked it up, what was it, 5-1, Lauren?
Yeah.
And then Dardis and Shay were up 5-1. Cruz Niculescu came back, tied it at 5-all, and lost that second set 7-5. And you kind of felt, when we came into the match, we could see that Cruz Niculescu were a little bit flat, a little bit on their back foot, not taking anything away from Dardis and Shay, because their game plan and their ability to stay within themselves and execute their game puts the pressure on Cruz and Niculescu and takes them out of
They've learned how to neutralize them.
Yeah, they've shot Cruz Niculescu down. And that's why they've been so successful for so long, is they figure it out. And they come up with a tactic and they stick to it. And the only title that Dardis and Shay have not won is the national championship. They've won everything else.
The Open National Championship.
Yeah.
They've won plenty of 45s and 50s.
But that's the one you want. It's a nice aggressive move
Love
by Liz
30.
Cruz. She kept moving forward. We just haven't seen a lot of that, especially in this third set.
$15-30.
Tough shot to hit with that. It's just too cold now, right? The ball's too low, too heavy.
Yeah, and they're both up at the net. It's not the right shot. They're frustrated. They can't find any holes.
Temperature's dropping now. It's 25 degrees, and it does affect the ball. It does affect the way the ball plays.
$15-40.
Another wide swinging serve by Amy Shay. Pulled Niculescu to the right. It's very effective. Keeps her further away from the net player. Is just going to hit the ball that same two spots.
30-40.
Right?
Gabby finally hit a high lob that I thought you were right she could blitz on. Even fake blitz.
Just to
Yeah.
change it up. Yeah, because Cynthia's just picking her spots. She's not rushing. There's no spin on it. It's flat. And Gabby and Liz, they're going to have to take a chance. Nice return of serve by Liz
Game,
Cruz.
Cruz, Niculescu.
They got one back.
Third set led by Dardis Shay, 5-3.
This is where you really have to
15 love.
be 1 point at a time. Cruz and Niculescu have got to claw their way back. Hold serve. Okay, let's take a look now and see what Cruz and Niculescu do with Cruz on the deuce side. Like we said earlier, normally Gabby Niculescu has been playing the ad side, and we saw them switch back and forth in the first Grand Prix tournament in Pittsburgh. And then the rest of the tournaments for the year, Niculescu has played the ad side. And in earlier matches today, we saw Gabby Niculescu playing the ad side, so
I'm wondering if this is why. I'm wondering if maybe she gets uncomfortable in that
15
corner.
all.
They're able to pick her apart a little bit in there. I don't know, but the problem with this stay back tactic is, there she came in, because Cruz and Niculescu are not having a lot of luck in the backcourt. Wow.
15-30.
It's a really tough shot by Dardis.
what was that shot, Lauren?
That was a drop shot with two people up at the net volleying.
Yeah.
And a drop shot winner.
She's just got great hands. Cynthia does can Just loves that shot, and she can execute it so well. She gets right on top of the net, takes the pace off the ball. She gets it to drop, and at the very least, she creates movement with it and opens up the court, even if the opponent gets it. Gabby should keep going forward. I'm surprised. I mean, that's the part that's changed here. She's usually like a steamroller coming at you and taking over the net. She's like hitting and staying back.
15-40.
So we've got match point here for Dardis and Shay.
Take it right down the line.
Brave move by Liz Cruz.
Game.
Unfortunately, that's
match.
in the net, but that was a brave move to step in and bring that forehand down. So Dardis and Shay, how many times have we seen them come back? They lost the first set 6-3, came back 7-5, and then won it 6-3 in the third. They are into the finals tomorrow against Jade Curtis and Vicky Stoklasova, so this will give a clear advantage to Dardis and Shay, I would imagine, in the rankings. We'll have to look that up over the night, because they're tied.
Check that out.
Yeah, because they're tied going into this with Hannes van Sterenberg, but I'm not sure how many points that Nationals win gives from Hannes van Sterenberg last year. So we'll check that out. We'll bring you up to date on how that affects the draws going forward.
At this point,
Lauren will be on tomorrow at 9 a.m. with the women's final, and then we're going to be streaming continuously all day with the men's draw, Boston Open. So they'll follow immediately after the women's final, going all the way through to the men's quarterfinals. We're playing one at 3 o'clock and one at 5 o'clock. We've got 2 courts streaming, so we're going to showcase a lot of the men's players, and then we'll be back Sunday morning at 9 for the men's semis, and then at noon for the finals. So that's a wrap, delivered by Uline, and we'll see you all tomorrow for the women's final at 9. Thank you, Lauren.
Thanks, Jerry.